Then we're going to go on to some darker choices. The darker choice looks really nice and classic with the, this is Maple Espresso. It's a dark brown. Your cabinets would definitely, are much lighter. I still like the Cherry Winchester just a bit better on this. This is the Maple Espresso. And then we have, this is a Hickory. This would definitely be more of a country feel. It's a whiter plank, and again, it is darker. It's a darker color option. Another one on the darker color spectrum is mahogany. This is an Angelique mahogany, and it is probably, out of all the darker ones, probably more along the lines of what I think would be a good choice for you. It's got a French bleed on it, and it goes really nice with the cabinet. Let me see if I can try and get a better angle for you there. As far as the color goes, you can see the French bleed in the cracks and along the edges. And then this one is a little more rustic. It too is a Angelique mahogany is what that's called, and it has an oil finish. Oil finish is very nice because if you ever do and you have a scratch, you don't have to worry about sanding and refinishing. You can just take a little bit of the oil and rub it right in there, and then you never have to worry about that. I personally really like this one. I think it's very nice, but it is more of a rustic feel. But it is gorgeous, and it blends fairly nicely with your cabinets. On the lighter end of the spectrum, we've got 4 options here that I'm wanting to show you. Now the price, this is probably one of the higher priced options here, and this is a 9.5-inch wide plank. Now this is going to give you a white floor when you got to think about how the expanse is overall and how it's going to look. Much more of a country feel, more of a beachy cabin feel, but I don't think that a super light color such as this one will really go too well. You kind of almost need a whitewash. This one's better because it has some of the true color that kind of comes through. And this is a wire brushed and a whitewash. This is by Garrison as well, and it's a vintage whitewash. And it's got the wire brush, and there's some sections that have the white that comes right through, and then you also get some of the darker color too. So that's kind of nice, and it blends well with the tile for the entryway. This one is a natural, this is the one you wanted to see, the Provence. It kind of looks a little bit of a natural. It blends extremely well with the tile. It's going to have fill. The fill is black, so I'm not sure if that's something you like. I honestly feel that out of all of them, the vintage whitewash is going to be your best bet on the lighter color choice. Then there's just the natural color choices. This is a 9.5-inch engineered. It's a little bit more brown, kind of a natural color. I think if you're going to go lighter, this is a nice contrast. It's not as white, but it still carries on some of the brown tones and brings some of the color back into the floor. And then a total natural white oak. And this has some wire brushing in it, which brings out the darker contrast in the grain, and that color in the grain actually does match the cherry. So there you go. Let me know what you think with all of those, and we can kind of move forward, and then we can go to samples and get this project made into a reality for you. Thank you.